You think Venice is all about gondolas, St. Mark's Square, the Doge's palace, history, architecture, tourists, and of course, the city of doors. And masks. Yes, masks. But the real one isn't in the shop window. It's in your hands. On my daughter's birthday, we turned into a narrow alley and found ourselves in a workshop where masks aren't sold. They're created by hand, from scratch, paint, glue, silence, broken only by a child's laughter and Lorenzo's voice with an Italian accent. He's not just a craftsman, he's an artist, a philosopher, and a bit of a magician. Let me show you. Don't scroll. It's going to be good.
Enter, okay. Then we have the metallic effect with the gold, silver and copper and a dark base. If you want, you can leave the mask white or use only one color if you want for the base. We also have these examples like the air, the water, the fire. In this case you have less time for the details, but it's okay. Okay, so for you the same, the first step is to color all over the mask. For you, I show you first. Okay. These two colors. Okay, this is the mask. So the top to 3/4, so from here, blue, fino a qui, to here, okay? Dab. You go down, you have to insist a little bit in the middle, okay? Okay? You don't have to come back because you do this.
By the way, if you want to try it yourself, leave a comment. Where, how much, I'll gladly share. And just chat with you. The workshop feels like a different world. No sign, no ads, just a door, just Venice. Inside, wooden tables, the smell of glue and paper, and shelves lined with masks. White, clean, empty, as if they're waiting for someone to breathe color and character into them. It's like a face before the smile, says Lorenzo, laying out the blanks. They don't create masks from scratch here. They paint them. And each one is like a canvas. We choose a shape. Lorenzo shows us how to mix the base, how to layer the paint, and which colors get along with each other. The first brushstroke, and something shifts. The mask comes alive. And in that moment, Venice stops being just a backdrop. It becomes a workshop, where you're not a tourist, you're an artist.
If you want, I can help you to better here. No? It's okay? Okay. So, now you have to dry the mask. you have to color very quickly all over the mask with this blue. Okay, all over. Then you take off the color with the dry one first, in this way. Okay. And then you can insist with the wet one. Now I show you with the piece of, with the very quickly all over. Okay. Then with the dry one first, you take off the color.
Okay.
And then with the wet one, you can insist more.
Okay.
Okay. So now I give you new paper. So very quickly with the blue first, you take a little bit of gold. Spread very well on paper. Now I do it for you, okay?
Okay.
And then very softly you do in this way on the mask. I show you. Very
Much in the back.
And they give you also the book with the story of the mask. And thank you.
Say bye. Ciao.
Hi.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, you too. Ciao.
Okay. First, a little bit of yellow. Okay, so very softly you make. Okay, perfetto. Okay. And now you need these two colors. If you see there is
Okay.
different. And then the same with the red. Okay, do it for you. If you want, you can take more yellow, but spread it
Okay.
very well. If you want, you can add the details with the 10 brushes and other colors. Okay, now the details. Tell me which colors do you want. Exactly. Is to protect the mask from the water, from the dust. Okay. Now you have to dry the mask very quickly because the varnish takes less than a minute. For a minute, and then choose two strings from here.
Bright, full of character, with a feather, some glitter, and a little bit of my daughter's magic. Lorenzo looks at it and simply nods. It's not approval, it's recognition. They still smell like paint. And somehow, they feel alive. In that moment, you realize you didn't just make a souvenir. You brought home a piece of real Venice. Not the tourist one. Not a postcard. The one hiding behind a door every 2 meters, waiting for you to knock. That's it. Sometimes Venice isn't palaces. It's just a table, a brush, and a bit of silence. If you felt this Venice, subscribe. We've still got stories to share.